Hello, good evening. Hi, Ethan. Good to see you. 你好嗎？ I think you are on mute. Just gonna give a few minutes for the rest of the people to join. Okay.
Hey,
Hey, hello.
how are you?
Good. I'm
To be in
a
your
little
class.
nervous.
Why? You have been doing it for lots of time.
Yeah, but Ayurveda, the second time, not so much.
For
Always
this
had
type of yoga?
no, today we will talk Ayurveda, no yoga today. So it's really about the system, the 5 elements, the medical system. So how you can help yourself. Yeah. Did you do the assessment?
I have only I have completed the survey, but I have not summed up the total.
Okay. You can do now if you have time
Okay.
because it will be helpful. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
let me do it now.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't know if you want to practice with me, maybe to make you less I don't know, nervous.
It's okay. Should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
3 minutes.
no
I
worries at all.
actually
You're
also streaming
so
to Facebook. So
yeah,
just see
I just learned how to
Facebook
do live streaming in Facebook and in YouTube.
from Zoom, right?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
actually quite handy.
yeah, it's really convenient.
Yeah.
I just searched and I'm doing for the first time. It's easy. It's so like high tech.
Yeah,
Everything just one shot.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, let me see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Let's just wait. Let me mute you first. I
Okay.
can wait for the rest. Thank you. Hello, Charlotte.
Hi.
How are you? Where are
Okay.
you?
I am here. I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
You've been trying to get into the meeting room for a few times, right? I saw the
Yes.
notifications. Can you see the screen okay?
Not yet, but I'm working on
Okay.
it.
Okay, no worries. We will give a few more minutes for everybody to
Okay.
come in first. Yeah. Hi, Nico. Good evening.
Sorry. Shh. The chair is trying to sleep.
So Charlotte, I'm gonna mute you for now, okay?
Okay.
Hi, Nico. So I think we have another Charlotte. Mm. Is it the same? Are you joining from two devices? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you, okay, I'm gonna mute you, otherwise there will be echoing for now. Okay, just give a few more minutes. I think there will be people coming. So before we start, I do recommend you to complete the self-online assessment first, according to the instruction, and prepare the scores so we can go through them a little bit together. Hello, Richira.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Good evening.
Good evening.
Are you currently in Hong Kong?
Yes.
Okay, welcome. Great
Thank you.
to have you.
Thank
So
you.
we're just gonna give, yes, a few more minutes for anyone else to join. Okay. So feel free to mute your mic for now, and then we will do a opening and introduction. Making sure you have your own innate body type result ready. So when we go through it, it will make more sense to you and you can relate to it. Okay. Let's give another 2 minutes. I'm also streaming this live to Facebook, my Facebook group. So there will be people joining from there as well.
It's one shot. Yeah, definitely.
I think we can start in 2 minutes. I did receive quite a few registrations, so let's see if everybody, most of the people can make it. Let me double check the email. So feel free to use this time to grab tea or water next to you. And we will not be sharing the, oh, got another one. We will not be sharing the deck, so you can also use your phone to take photos of the screens. There will be a lot of information tonight, so
long is
might
the
be
session?
worthwhile.
How
Sorry,
long is the session?
it's about 45 minutes,
Okay.
and
Thank
then
you.
we will open a Q&A. Yeah, thank you. Hello, Emily. Okay, so why don't we start? I think we can start now. If the people coming in late, then I will just let them join later. Okay, so first of all, so good evening, everyone. My name is April. Thank you so much for making time tonight. If you are in Hong Kong, the next 45 minutes, I'm gonna take you through a journey of Ayurveda. Myself, I'm actually from Taiwan, living in Hong Kong for more than 10 years. I'm a certified Ayurvedic yoga therapist. I was trained in 2016 in Bali under 6 different teachers. So my training was Ayurveda and also yoga, Thai massage, we call body work. So the combination of 3 things helped me to come here where I am, and also supported me to overcome my depression. So I had a severe depression diagnosed in 2016 after my mother died from cancer. So that was a very tough time, and I managed to recover quickly and well from that through Ayurveda and yoga. So it's my wish to you today that you will be able to take away some of the tips based on the Ayurveda principles I'm gonna share with you tonight. And also feel free to share anytime if you have any questions. Just raise questions or raise your voice or just put it in the comment box, yeah, in the chat. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so opening introduction. I think it will be important to set intention for today, but before that, why don't we use a few minutes just to feel more grounded tonight? So I like to invite you to do a really short, just sitting meditation by everybody closing your eyes. So start to allow yourself to deepen your breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out to your mouth. Make a sound, release all your tension from the week. Let's do one more. Deep breath in. Letting go all your tensions, things you don't need right now. Last one, make it longer and deeper. Now return to your natural breath. Bring the palms onto your heart. Take this moment to set an intention for your purpose today. What would you like to get out from the session? It'll be easier to use just one simple word to say your intention, and then we will be able to share that together. Think of a word that you would like to achieve through the session, through the sharing. And take a deep breath in and out through your nose. And open your eyes. So welcome everybody. It does feel easier to reset by doing just a very brief and simple breathing exercise to be able to feel the calmness. So I always like to open a session with pranayama or just setting intention. So I hope you enjoy that. So why don't we use just 1 minute for you to say hi. It's a smaller group tonight, so you don't have to turn on your camera, but just feel free to unmute and start by sharing what's your name and where you are right now and your intention, just one word. Okay, so can we start by Ethan? So can you just introduce?
Hi, April. Nice, very nice to be here tonight. I am still in the office currently. Can I know what do you mean by intention? What do you want to know by
What do you
intention?
want to get out from the session tonight?
I think it's first of all to learn something new, as I have never been in this yoga class before, and maybe to gain some relaxation and so that to stay concentrated in my work, or just build up my ability to stay concentrated.
To focus, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
focus might be a good word. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. How about Charlotte? Where are you and what's your intention?
I'm Charlotte. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee, and I would like to learn how to relax.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Emily?
Hello, we are in Lama in Hong Kong, so I'm here with Scott. Hello. And we are keen to learn more about balancing our doshas, and I've been doing your Ayurveda yoga for a little bit now, and I'm quite keen just to get an idea of what it's all about, really, a lot more of the theory side of things.
Perfect. Thank you. Nicole? Oh, I think her mic is probably not working. That's okay. How about Richura? Sorry, I hope I'm pronouncing correctly.
Yeah, you are pronouncing it correctly. Hi, hello everyone. I'm Ruchira. I'm in Hong Kong and I'm taking this from my home. I just came across about this on Facebook, and I'm just keen to know a little bit more how you are using this Ayurveda and yoga to bring your peace and health and relaxation. Yeah.
Great, thank you. So I'm hearing a lot of relaxation, yeah. So people really need it right now. And welcome, Ash. Can you just introduce yourself? What's your intention where you are?
Yes, I would like to learn relaxation techniques.
Okay. According to Ayurveda, okay.
Yes.
And
yes.
you are in Hong Kong, right? Are you?
Yes.
Okay,
yes. I'm
perfect.
Right.
Wonderful. And Nicole, would you like to introduce?
Hi. Yes, so I'm Nicole, and I'm a practicing yogi and currently doing a yoga teacher training. And Ayurveda has helped me a lot with my digestive issues. So yeah, I would like to know more about Ayurveda to help me improve my quality of life and digestion.
Wonderful. And Nicole, you are in Hong Kong.
Yes.
Great, thank you. Okay, so thanks everybody. So just again, making sure you have your assessment ready, and then when we go through it, it will make more sense for you. So let's start by what is Ayurveda? So Ayurveda, according to the old transcript in India, the Vedas. It's actually a medical system that has been 5,000 years old. It's an ancient medical Indian system, and it's also a lifestyle system. So it's not just about the medical part. It's also, there is also a spirituality, also the mentality side of it in Ayurveda. Ayu means life, preservation of life. Veda means knowledge and wisdom in Sanskrit. So when you combine those two together, it is a knowledge, a book of how you preserve your body, okay? So it's really a physical part, physical element of life. So you look at the little triangle on the right in the screen, the yoga, Ayurveda, Tantra, they form a golden triangle together for the fulfillment of every aspect of a human being. So Ayurveda is the body, and yoga is the spirituality, and Tantra is the mind. Okay, so three together, they walk hand by hand, and it is essential we have three of them. The core belief in Ayurveda, which I resonate a lot, is all about coming back to the nature. So the nature has the same consciousness as human beings, so we are all connected. And when you think about nature, we are actually nature ourselves. As part of the nature, we are healing each other. So Ayurveda is really about how we reconnect the nature part of ourselves, the mother nature, and use that wisdom to heal ourselves. The healing is always in ourselves, so it's never really outside. So that's one of the core beliefs of Ayurveda. So moving on to the important 5 elements, it's the core belief in Ayurveda, and it's also plays a huge influence role to Chinese medicine. So you will see some similarity between Ayurveda and also traditional Chinese medicine. So Ayurveda, there are 5 elements. The first one is ether. So ether means space, emptiness, spirit, and it also presents a samadhi. So when you go to a deep meditation state, it becomes empty. So samadhi, ether. The second element, I love this photo. Hope you give you some laugh. Air includes breath. Air is also very dynamic. It's intangible. So it moves a lot, it changes a lot. There is irregularity characteristic about air. So think about you go into a space when there is nothing, when the building, there is no furniture, it's just empty. And that when the air comes, it will go really fast. It becomes really windy inside. And if you go to a desert, it's also where the air will go and flow. So that's the air quality. The next 3 elements are important ones. The first is fire. So the fire represents power, politics, intensity, transformation. So if you think about fire, the fire quality is really, it's not just heat, it's also performing a different chemical effect. So if we think about fire in the body, the fire is actually mostly in the digestive system. We call Agni, is the digestive fire. And when you think about you eating food and you go into the stomach, the fire element will transform the food into nutrition or waste. And when you think about you heat up the milk, it also transforms the original quality of the milk. Yeah. So fire represents transformation. Water is a very easy one. We are composed with more than 70% of water in the body. Water presents soft circular movement, nourishing. Water has a huge element to play in love and relationship as well. And we will go through that in more details later. Earth is building structure, solid. So in the body, it represents muscles and bones, like a really hard, solid quality. Yeah. So that's Earth. So those are 5 elements. And in Ayurveda, those 5 elements, when you combine different 2 together, they form doshas. Okay, so this is the important part that we go into right now. So dosha, there are 3 doshas. So the first dosha is Vata. The Vata dosha is a combination of ether and air. It's catabolic. It represents separation. So in the lifespan of a human like us, it's a letting go cycle. So letting go cycle is actually at the end of the life after menopause, pretty much 45, 50 till the death. That's a Vata cycle, breaking down, start to let go, surrender. So separation is Vata. The second dosha is Pitta. Pitta dosha is a combination of fire and water. But you might be thinking, why? How can we have fire and water together? Yeah. But think about caramel. Think about water inside, it gets really sticky. And also think about steaming. So when you steam a fish or you steam a carrot or whatever, there is a very, very, very hot water, the mist, the steaming mist on top of the lid. That's also Pitta. So that's like fire and water together, that kind of quality forms Pitta dosha. Pitta dosha is metabolic, and it is a regulating cycle of the lifespan. So regulating cycle will be between 20 to late 40s. Okay, we start to put in rules, start to frame our life, frame our identity when we get into the society, when we start having family, having a title, a social status, regulating, start setting rules. Yeah, we have a different philosophy in life. So you start to see those shaping our personalities as well. That's Pitta. And the last but not the least is the Kapha dosha. Kapha dosha is anabolic. It's all about integration. So it's a combination of water and earth. So think of a clay. A clay is shapeable, but it's also very sticky, heavy, and solid. Yeah, there is always a heaviness quality in kapha. It's a building cycle. So when we were born as an infant, as a baby, all the way before teenager, it is a kapha cycle. Yeah, we start building our body, growing the bones. So that's a building cycle structuring. So that's 3 doshas. And then we go into the details. So in Ayurveda, the 3 doshas, and they are actually the makers of reality. So understanding your own dosha, the body type, can help you understand what's your weakness and strengths. But also, it also give you an idea what kind of dosha will go out of whack the easiest, but also the easiest to maintain, to regain the power back. So I think it will be a good time to understand what your dosha type is. So feel free to just leave a comment right now if you have. And what's your body type in the chat box, so I can get idea like how many Pitta we have today. So body type in Sanskrit is called Prakriti. So if you have done this form, most of us, we have two dosha body type. So mostly it could be Vata Pitta or Pitta. Okay, so we have Vata Pitta and Kapha Vata. Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. Kapha Vata is totally opposite. Okay, there is a lot of imbalance that could easily go out of whack. It's not easy body to manage. So and Scott is Pitta, so just Pitta. Okay, interesting. And I will presume most of us here has a Pitta Pitta body type, because the Vata, if it's pure Vata, sometimes they're very distracted and they don't really commit to a meeting. So sometimes they say they come, but they don't come. They don't show up. And for Kapha, pure Kapha person, they rather stay home and just being a couch potato. So they don't normally want to attend a webinar in the evening, after work. Okay. Oh, we do have a Kapha. Okay, Charlotte, that's great. Well done. It does take a more effort for Kapha to go out and attend extra affair after work. Yeah, after a long day. Beautiful. Okay, Pitta Vata. Great. Okay, so I'm actually a Pitta Kapha, and I'll explain what that means to you. Okay, let's go to the next. Now we go into the detail. So as I mentioned, feel free to take a photo, because I'm not going to send out a deck, but feel free to take a photo. It is a lot of information tonight. So the qualities of a Vata is dry. And if you think about air and ether together, they're very subtle, they're changeable, yeah? And the Vata people normally very creative, a lot of creative ideas, and a lot of interest in life. So they normally want to try different things, and it's a little hard for them to stay on one thing for a long time. So this is something, if you have too much Vata, you would like to start cultivate a routine. Yeah, so routine is important for Vata people, because they're easily distracted. And Vata people normally are very chatty. They're the conversation, talking is essential for Vata to share. So if you start to notice that you are becoming a little verbal diarrhea, that might be a symptom to show you have too much Vata imbalance. Yeah. And if you look at these two naked person, the Vata governs in the body, the colon. Okay. So the colon relates to the bowel movement. It's a Vata. So Vata, think about the air moving inside your body, they pushing the bowel movement. Yeah, so that's Vata. Vata governs most of how your bowel move. The other part is the shoulder and the neck and the head. Also the respiratory system, above the lung. Here, the throat is also Vata. Thyroid is Vata. Vata governs ears, so listening is a Vata organ as well. Yeah. But sometimes when you have too much Vata imbalance in the body, you are afraid of noises. Yeah. So just notice if you've been feeling this way recently, it could be a Vata imbalance. So what happens when we have too much Vata in the body? You have fears and worries, and Vata also impact the sleeping quality. So insomnia, broken sleep. If you wake up in the middle of the night, just pay attention. If it becomes a very consistent between after 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., that's a Vata time. That means you have too much Vata. Also, when you have too much Vata in the body, you dream a lot. It's very hard to focus at work. You're easily distracted, and it could lead to anxiety as well. Breathing problems, anything with breathing is Vata. Okay, so how do we keep balancing Vata if you have too much? You want to make sure you keep your body warm. And calming, relaxing technique for Vata imbalance is definitely number one, silence. Yeah, this is something I always tell my students or clients. Reduce your sensory stimulation. Okay, so turn off the TV, unplug your phone 2 hours before you sleep, reduce the conversation. And something interesting about Vata is they don't deal well with lies. So any manipulation, lies, lying people, dishonesty will also lead to imbalance of Vata. So you also want to surround yourself with people more honest, with less gossip. Yeah. So when you start feeling anxiety or depression or hard to breathe or any Vata imbalance, you want to stay away from dishonest people. It's very interesting in Ayurveda. It's not just about what you eat, what time you sleep. It's also about how you surround yourself and to make adjustment for your surrounding, your environment. So the purpose of living for Vata people is really to enlighten other people through compassion, wisdom, and play. So if you have any Vata dosha in your body type, this will be your calling. Yeah, helping people through sharing your wisdom, sharing your direct experience through compassion, wisdom, and play. And Vata people, they're naturally a player. They're very creative, very fun to be with. Okay, so that's Vata. So moving on to, we're going to Pitta. So next is Pitta. I think almost everybody has Pitta tonight. So Pitta is very relevant to Hong Kong because Hong Kong is a Pitta city. Pitta is always on the go, someone who is sharp, determined, and someone who always have a to-do list. So the Pitta, there's a typo here. Pitta type. So Pitta people, they normally look like medium, they're quite athlete. They always have pretty sunny red skins. They rarely have skin problems. They have pretty nice skin in nature. And the Pitta people, the governance organs will definitely be stomach and anything in the abdomen, yeah, small intestines. That's Pitta. Pitta, again, we talk about transformation. So Pitta governs how we break down the food. So most of the digestion movement is driven by Pitta force, Pitta dosha. And also Pitta governs the heart. So if you have too much Pitta, excessive Pitta imbalance, the heart will create some issues like heartburns. You could have heartburns too, and also heartaches, and also problems of breathing, hard to breathe. So heart is delicate when Pitta is too much. It's burning the heart. So there are different things. I will not go through every word, but take a look. If you take a photo, you can always come back. So when the Pitta is imbalanced, it creates a goal orientation, a purpose of life. Most of the Pitta people have nature leadership skills, and they are very organized, ambitious, they get things done. Yeah. Pitta people is a go-getter. Yeah, also very warm, kind, big-hearted when they are in balance. But when they are out of balance, they become a little they hold the grudges, and it can lead to resentment and also impatience. So Pitta people, the first word for Pitta people is to relax and slow down, really to slow down. So during COVID, it is a time for everybody to slow down. Yeah. So if you have Pitta, I think it might be a good time to really start thinking what you can reduce from your list. The philosophy will be less is more. Do less. 80-20. So I think 80-20 is important for me. Sometimes I overdo it and I exhaust myself. So Pitta people, they have a tendency to burn out easily and quickly. So because they don't know when to stop. So it's important to really set a boundary. Yeah, Pitta also need to set a boundary between people. Sometimes we need to say no. Yes. So learning how to say no is important for Pitta as well. Okay. So if you want to balance Pitta, you want to avoid any spicy food or sour taste food like yogurt or fermented food like kimchi. Those will aggravate Pitta. And the best taste for Pitta people, if you have too much heat in the body, it will be astringent and bitter, bitter taste. Like avocado will be good, strawberries will be good, watermelon will be good. Yeah, pomegranate will be good. And so definitely avoid too much alcohol, smoking, those Pitta aggravated food. So the purpose of living for Pitta is really protect others through community service, to over courage, discernment, and strength. Pitta people have a lot to give. They're also quite powerful and resilient. So it will be good to have that community feel, to be able to feel being needed in a way. Pitta, I think something about Pitta people is we want to feel needed sometimes, but sometimes it leads to burnout. So really take a closer look. Something, if you overdo it, are you doing it from the place of love, or are you doing from the place of fears? Yeah, feeling you need to please other people to get approval, then that's not the right place we want to give, right? So that's for Pitta. And the last one is Kapha. Yeah, for Kapha people, normally they are a little bigger. The bones are bigger. So I have actually a bigger friend for Asian, for Taiwanese people. I have bigger bones, especially on my lower body. So Kapha is all it governs the lower body. So a lot of heaviness, feeling close to the earth. That's a Kapha type. And if you think about the organ, it will be lung. So COVID-19 also has a little relationship to Kapha as well, which I'll go through that later. So this is Kapha. The quality of Kapha is heavy and slow. Think about a clay. Kapha people are very heartwarming. They're very kind. They want to give. They are mostly giver than taker. So if you are a Kapha person, just it's okay to be helped as well. Sometimes Kapha is giving too much out. Yeah, and Kapha people normally have beautiful eyes, like big eyes, and they love helping people. They're always the first one to come out and help if they have energy. So if Kapha is imbalanced, we feel inertia, yeah, and also attached to past memories, not wanting to let go. this is something I also notice is trending up during COVID-19. A lot of the clients I have are turning to have a lot of kapha imbalance. So if you want to know whether you have a kapha imbalance, just notice your energy level. Are you less interested about life? Are you losing interest about what you loved before? And are you not wanting to exercise? You know, those will be a good measure to understand whether you have any kapha imbalance or not. The other thing you can check is when you wake up in the early morning tomorrow, before you brush your teeth, take a look at your tongue. If there are white coating, that's kapha. Okay, so I'll go into the details later when we talk about how to cope during COVID-19. The purpose of living for kapha people is really to nourish and serve. Yeah, they are super affectionate. They work the best in any charity sectors or in the service of others. So that will make them happy. Okay, so let's go into the imbalance. So we talk about body type. We talk about what you're born to be. So the test you did was to show you what you're born with. Those will never change. But what will change is external factors. And that's what we want to balance in terms of Ayurveda. So your current imbalance, we call Vikruti in Sanskrit, are triggered by different things. It could be COVID-19, it could be the relationship changes, it could be a loss or any trigger event, a fight, accident, death, definitely movement or not being able to move, like a lockdown, it's also a trigger. And all imbalances, according to Ayurveda, are actually due to the indigestion of food or life experiences. I just want to emphasize here because it's hard to understand why indigestion of food will lead to so many imbalances. So think about our digestive system. If you don't give them enough time and attention and space to focus on what they do, they will not be able to fully function. Say, for example, if you're eating and watching TV, you actually spare your attention of your body to consume TV news while your body is digesting. Yeah, so it's multitasking. When you do that, it creates vata, it creates gas, bloating. It also creates indigestive function in the stomach and also the small intestine because they are consumed, the body is taking them too much. So it's important to just do one thing at one time. Yeah. Okay, so let's go into coffee. So COVID-19, it's been 9 months now, and I don't know how you cope with it, but it has been a challenging year for everybody. So if you want to check on your imbalance in the simplest way without going to see me or going to see any experienced Ayurveda practitioner, there are few things to check, but those 3 things you can check by yourself. The first is your appetite. Yeah, how's your appetite? Do you have a regular appetite? Is it strong? Do you feel like eating all the time? Then that's a pitta. If you have an appetite that's changing all the time, and you're also changing your craving all the time, and the portion, also eating time is irregular from day to day, then that's a vata. If you find yourself not wanting to eat so much, and you can skip meals, and your body doesn't feel hungry, that's a kapha. That's a kapha imbalance. Yeah. So the first one you check. First, the second one you need to check is your bowel. So how's your bowel movement? Is it painful? Is it dry? Are you constipated? That's vata. Is it burning? Is it loose, like diarrhea? That's a pitta. Is it sticky with mucus? And that's kapha. So unless it's a banana shape, I'm sorry, talking about this just before dinner time, but it's important to know. So if you have those three different tendencies, that could be an imbalance. And the last one, very important to check, the third point is your sleeping quality. So are you sleeping all the way through, but do you oversleep? So oversleep meaning it's hard to wake up in the morning, even you've been sleeping for more than 7 hours or 8 hours, is you still feel like sleeping. That's a kapha imbalance. Are you having broken sleep? Then that's an insomnia and hard to sleep. I have too much thought, overthinking. That's a vata. And do you drink a lot, like active dreams? That's a vata. And for pitta, are you thinking about work before you sleep? So that keeps you awake. That's a pitta. So just those three will give you enough information about how your body is dealing with coffee right now. Okay, so think about it. It might be worthwhile to take notes and write down. So how do we cope? So during COVID-19, right now, the best defense is our immune system. We call the ahakara in Ayurveda. Okay, it is a mix of body, mind, spirit. It means the balance of the entire body. It's also a mother nature of our body and mind and spirit. So we do need to go into three of this, so the body and mind and spirit. Yeah. And I also like to share with you, coffee has started as pitta imbalance because of the symptoms of the fever, and then it goes to vata because it triggers a lot of fears, anxiety, and uncertainty in life. So it manifests into the vata imbalance. Sorry, let me just take a sip. And I also see a lot of imbalance in kapha right now because of the depression. So it actually removes the interest of life. So let's take a look how we can cope. The first is the mind, touch and relationship. Touch means touch yourself. Yeah, I know touching others right now, I think now it's quite okay in Hong Kong, but we definitely need to rebuild that intimacy with people, and that's to decrease the kapha imbalance, the disinterest in life. And in Ayurveda, we always say oil in every hole in the body. So lubricate yourself with oil is very important. In Ayurveda, we call Abhyanga. It's a self-massage technique. So if you look on YouTube, you can find it. I recommend warm oils after shower. It will reduce your anxiety as well as sleeping issue. So if you just take oil and you put it in the hot water, like coconut oil, sesame oil, and then you just start rubbing on your scalp. If you don't like the oil in the hair, then just do the neck and shoulder. Yeah, if you can do the feet as well, that would be the best with warm oil, and you can put some essential oil like lavender, ginger will be the best right now. Yeah, that will give you a calmness and also soothes your nerve system to help your circulation as well. The second is the exercise. So we don't recommend too much exercise, like that's gonna exhaust you. So pumping the blood in kapha time, which would be in the morning 6 to 10. If you sweat on your forehead, that means it's too much. Yeah, that's a good indication to know if you overdo it. Rest is definitely number one for you to repair your immune system tissues. And yoga style that's gentle and flowy with pranayama, the breathing exercise. Vinyasa will be good. Or Ayurveda yoga for different dosha, in yoga, stretches for pitta, tai chi for vata, hatha for all doshas, called tri-doshas, yeah. And nourishment number 3, so truly to reduce too much stimulations. AMA means toxin. So any AMA caused food like deep fried, processed food, heavily seasoned, too salty, too sweet, too oily, they're not good. Spicy, high sugar. So hard to digest food. I want to talk about superfood. Yeah, so superfood is hard to digest. So try to avoid them in the early morning. Like those green smoothies, they're not necessarily good for warming up the stomach. Nuts are hard to digest. Eggs, banana, they're hard to digest too. Yeah. In the morning, we want to start with warming your stomach. So turmeric tea, ginger tea will be the best. Tulsi will be great throughout the day for calming. So in the morning, you want to have something warm, like warm liquid. And the best breakfast, according to Ayurveda, is congee or cooked grains. Yeah, cooked grains with a little cinnamon, turmeric powder would be great. Little spice. And for herbs, something I've been deep diving right now. So ojas means like vital energy. Yeah. So those will help you to rejuvenate those herbs like amalaki, chawanprash, Brahma, Rasayana. Those ones, I think some of them you can get for herbs, but I do recommend you need to practice those with someone with experience. So don't do it on your own. Routine, sleep before 10 p.m. is very essential right now, especially with all the anxiety, the news. Try to unplug your device at least an hour before you want to sleep. Yeah. Meditation. What's the best meditation for now for everybody is really the less is more. So bija means a one word mantra. So it could be Om. So you can just Om, close your eyes and you keep Oming inside your head. That could be your meditation for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Anapana is just observe your breath as part of the Vipassana meditation. Anything that's simple and silence. Yoga Nidra would be great as well. So if you want to relax, I do recommend Yoga Nidra. You can find a lot of the good videos on YouTube. And the last is really to balancing the 3 doshas. Once you know about your apparent imbalance, focus on that dosha first. Say, for example, you have constipation, so that's too much vata. Then you want to focus on vata first. Okay. So the last one is really to share with you the Indian psychology. In the philosophy, it's called the Trigunas. So there are 3 sattva, rajas, tamas. There are also the 3 principles of life. Sattva means calmness and enlightenment, consciousness. Rajas means action. Tamas means rest. inertia, or just stillness. I think stillness is a better word. And one of my favorite Ayurveda author and doctor had a really nice quote I like to share with you. Living equally for yourself, another, and the world without preferences based on past attachment or future desires. We choose to begin in that moment is the most balanced and ideal action to serve all three aspects of our true self, to being alive. So really reconnect yourself with nature through 5 elements or doshas as a starting point. Okay. So the last but not the least, there's something in Ayurveda we also touch on for the spiritual part, and also the psychology part is called the heart campus. So we ask the empowered question to ourselves, and you can use this time to do a self-journal. I do recommend. I did this whenever I'm facing difficulties in life, or when I'm feeling the unease or anxiety coming because of what's happening around me. I'll ask this question first. So how we feel like to trust, surrender, and accept this situation with an open heart. So I'll leave this to you if you want to maybe use this question to reflect on where you are right now, and just do a journal tonight or anytime later. You'll be surprised. You'll feel much better and more relaxed after. Yeah, it's a good exercise. I also feel at this time, even with Ayurveda, it's really about the mind power to feel more balanced again. So Ayurveda is a tool. Whatever we have been sharing today is to support you to regain the balance, but to sustain and maintain that for long term, I do think those heart campus psychology or self-reflective question will help even more. Okay, so what's coming? Yes, so to end the session, today is more about Ayurveda. So I'm not leading any yoga sequence today, but I do offer Ayurveda yoga class every Friday on Zoom, 6 p.m. Tomorrow I will have one if you want to join. Also leading a new retreat coming in November. So we will be using Ayurveda to pacify different dosha in yoga, meditation, and also with Reiki. Okay, so I would like to open the floor and to see if there's any particular questions for tonight. And feel free to stay connected with me through my website. And yeah, any questions, please, you can enter in chat box now or just voice out. Thank you so much. That's the end of today. Okay. So if no questions, I think we can end the meeting, or you can always send me an offline message. I will send you an email with the details to stay in touch. So thanks everybody, and have a good night. Namaste. I hope you feel you learn something tonight. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you.
Bye, bro.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.